Has it ever occurred to you how the progress of the LGBTQ+ community has shaped our society? An intriguing question, isn't it? We're not just talking about changes in laws or policies here. It's an evolution of thoughts, perspectives, and acceptance that's been sweeping across our world. It's about how these changes ripple out, influencing our daily lives, our culture, our relationships, and our understanding of identity. The progress of LGBTQ+ rights and acceptance has been a game changer, and it's time to unfold the journey. The journey of LGBTQ+ rights and acceptance didn't start yesterday. It has been a long and tough road. Picture a time when being openly LGBTQ+ was not just frowned upon, but could lead to serious repercussions. This was the reality for many in the late 60s. And then, the Stonewall riots happened. A series of spontaneous demonstrations by members of the LGBTQ+ community against a police raid that took place in the early morning hours of June 28, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, New York City. These riots served as a catalyst, sparking the birth of numerous LGBTQ+ activist groups. These groups, filled with brave individuals, stood up against the societal norms of the time. They sought to challenge and change the status quo, fighting tirelessly for the rights and acceptance we see today. Their efforts were the seed sown in the fight for equal rights. These struggles mark the beginning of a new era, the fight for equality and acceptance. As the fight for equality intensified, the world began to take notice. In the grand tapestry of human rights, the threads of LGBTQ+ progress are woven with bold and vibrant hues. These threads tell a story of resilience and triumph, but most importantly, they tell a story of legislative progress. The decriminalization of homosexuality was a crucial turning point. From the mid-20th century, nations across the globe began to reassess their laws, realizing that love indeed should never be a crime. Countries like Denmark led the way in the late 70s, and others followed. By the dawn of the new millennium, over 50 countries had decriminalized homosexuality. This was the first step towards broader acceptance, and it sent a powerful message. Being different is not a crime. It is a human right. The legalization of same-sex marriage was another milestone. The Netherlands became the first country to break this barrier in the year 2000. Fast forward 23 years, and over 30 countries now recognize same-sex marriages. This shift in legislation was not just about giving same-sex couples the right to marry. It was about acknowledging their love as equal and valid, as worthy of recognition and protection as any other. But what impact did these legislative changes have on society's perception of the LGBTQ+ community? Well, they started a ripple effect. As governments changed their laws, people began to change their perspectives. The idea that love is love, regardless of gender, started to take root. The LGBTQ+ community became more visible, and their voices grew louder. Stories of love, resilience, and triumph from the LGBTQ+ community began to echo through the corridors of our society. These stories humanized the community, breaking down barriers of misunderstanding and prejudice. The conversation shifted from one of tolerance to one of acceptance and celebration of diversity. These legislative changes didn't just alter laws, they changed hearts and minds. They helped us see that love is not defined by gender, but by the strength and depth of the bond. They reminded us that we are all equal, all deserving of love, respect, and dignity. This is the power of progress, the power of legislation, and the power of love. The influence of the LGBTQ+ progress has been far-reaching, particularly in how society perceives and accepts diversity. Over the last few decades, we've seen a seismic shift in societal attitudes towards the LGBTQ+ community. This shift is reflected in the growing acceptance of diverse sexual orientations and gender identities. Indeed, it's a testament to the resilience and courage of countless individuals who fought for their right to love, live, and be themselves. Just think about it for a second. Not too long ago, the mere mention of LGBTQ+ identities would have been met with hushed whispers and dismissive scoffs. Today, however, these identities are increasingly recognized and respected. They're no longer hidden in the shadows, but are celebrated in the light of day. This acceptance is mirrored in our media. More and more, we're seeing LGBTQ+ characters and narratives being woven into our favorite TV shows, movies, and books. These stories aren't just about struggle and survival anymore. They're about love, life, and the pursuit of happiness. They reflect the reality of LGBTQ+ lives, not as an afterthought, but as an integral part of our shared human experience. Another major driving force in the societal shift has been the rise of famous LGBTQ+ figures. Celebrities, artists, politicians, sports stars, people from all walks of life are coming out and standing up for LGBTQ+ rights. Their visibility and influence have helped to break down stereotypes and challenge misconceptions. They're not just role models for the LGBTQ+ community, but for everyone who believes in the power of authenticity and acceptance. These changes have contributed to a more diverse and inclusive society. They've created a world where it's becoming increasingly okay to be different, to be unique, to be you. They've shown us that love is love, regardless of who you are or who you love. From a society that once shunned them to one that celebrates their diversity, the LGBTQ+ community has indeed come a long way. The journey of the LGBTQ+ community is a testament to the power of resilience and the pursuit of equality. Let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed. In the face of adversity, the LGBTQ+ community has demonstrated remarkable courage, standing firm in their early struggles against discrimination and prejudice. They fought for their rights, their voices echoing in the halls of justice, demanding to be heard. Their perseverance led to significant legislative changes. The laws slowly evolved, transforming from tools of oppression into instruments of liberation. These changes marked a turning point, a testament to the power of advocacy and the strength of a united community. Societal acceptance, while still a work in progress, has come a long way. The world we live in now is more understanding, more accepting of differences. We've seen the emergence of a more inclusive society, where love and identity are celebrated in all their beautiful diversity. The influence of the LGBTQ+ progress extends far beyond their community. It's a ripple effect that touches each of us, shaping our understanding of equality and human rights. It challenges us to be more accepting, to embrace diversity, and to celebrate our shared humanity. The progress of the LGBTQ+ community has not just shaped their lives, but it has reshaped our society, making it more accepting, more diverse, and above all, more humane.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is